Hey guys, Drifter here. Welcome to Black Ops 2 In Depth. In today's episode, we're going to be talking about aim down sights delay. It's a very technical episode, so please bear with me. However, I feel if you watch the entire episode, it's going to make you a much better Call of Duty player. And because I don't feel like saying aim down sights a million times over and over, we're just going to call it ADS delay from here on in. Long story short, ADS accuracy is not instant in Black Ops 1 or 2. It more or less is in the Modern Warfare games. And what I mean by aim down sights accuracy is I'm going to use the example of a gun with a red dot sight because that's easier. Iron sights work too, but dot's probably easier to get your mind around. You expect when you're aiming down sights that your bullets are going to go wherever that dot is, and you expect this no matter what. If you were running, sprinting, jumping, falling, that's just kind of how the Call of Duty genre has worked, that you have been accurate to wherever that dot points. However, in Black Ops 1 and 2, this isn't the case 100% of the time. This is my example and proof of that not being 100% of the time. When I stand still and aim down sights and shoot, the bullets always go where I point them. Pretty standard stuff as long as I time it right. However, if I were to sprint and aim down sights after sprinting and then shoot after I'm fully aimed down sights, you're going to notice that the bullets are not going to go where I point the sights. Obviously, if I time this wrong, they'll go skew ball, but you're going to see some very clear examples of when I'm aiming down sights and getting hip fire accuracy. It's a very minute period of time, but it does affect your gameplay. There is a transition period between your hip fire to your perfect aim down sights accuracy. It's not instant. Like in Modern Warfare games, it used to just snap and it was there and it was perfectly accurate. This game has a transition time, and the transition time is actually not in sync with the gun animation. I've seen this a lot with people sending me messages about the KSG. They'll be aiming down sights and the bullets still go sideways, or light machine guns with the bullets going sideways, and this is why your bullets are going skew ball even though you're aiming down sights. The transition only starts, as in there's a time that this transition takes, and it doesn't even start that time until your aim down sights animation is complete or until you've stopped moving. This is only a problem if you're moving. If you're standing still, this is just never a problem. The time transition varies between classes. Pistols, submachine guns, you don't have very much transition time. Light machine guns, sniper rifles, you have much more to kind of penalize them for being played as a run and gun class. The quick draw attachment decreases your real effective aim down sights time. Not only the animation time, but since the transition period is tied to the animation time, it's going to change your real ADS time in a very great way. And the laser sight actually decreases the spread on the transition because it's just transitioning from your hip fire to your aim down sight, kind of like tightening a bullet cone. And the laser sight isn't going to make this happen faster, but it is going to tighten up that spread so that it'll be more accurate. In the next set of clips, I edited very heavily. I did slow motion, panning, zooming, cropping, and I added a big red diamond over the hip fire accuracy and shows it's transitioning into your aim down sights accuracy. So it's going to go from a big diamond to virtually a tiny little dot that's going to represent your perfect aim down sights accuracy. And when you notice that the diamond is out of sync with the animation, that's not my poor editing. That's the actual level of sync of your accuracy with the game animation. And without talking about that anymore, you can see this is normal. This is if you're just standing still and you aim down sights, you can see your crosshair shrink, and at a point when the animation completes, it basically just pops into this super tiny little dot and you're 100% accurate. When you're sprinting, that's not necessarily the case. You'll notice that you will have been aimed down sights and your diamond is transitioning after you've aimed down sights. That's the time at which you saw earlier the bullets were going screwball because the animation isn't necessarily in sync with what's going on. When you run quick draw, you'll see that this happens considerably faster. It's about 20% faster if I'm not mistaken. So that's going to help and keep your shots on track. If you run quick draw and laser, you'll notice that your diamond is overall smaller and it transitions fast. So that's probably the most accurate method to run and gun with an assault rifle. That's what I would do. And here at the end, I did a comparison back and forth of sprint recovery normal versus sprint recovery with quick draw and laser, and you can see a huge difference between the left and the right. The right being with quick draw and laser. This one here is about as slow as I could make it without it looking completely silly, and you'll see that the diamond on the right is going to be almost accurate while the other one is still transitioning. I hope that many of you found that enlightening, and especially when it comes to shotguns and assault rifles, the quick draw and laser attachments are going to be incredibly useful for that sort of run and gun, quick reaction time class. If you camp a lot, if you sit still a lot, if you stop before aiming down sights, or if you've been aiming down sights already, it's not a big deal. This is also going to affect your quick scoping. This is why quick scopers always stop before aiming down sights. It's this mechanic right here that you're seeing. I got a few other things to talk about. I didn't do this. This isn't my original research or my brilliant brilliant original idea. I got this from the Dinkierson forums, and I felt that there were a lot of people contributing work for this that it's not even fair for me to just present this as my own. So I put a link to the actual forum discussion where I found this down there so that you can give credit to the people that actually did this. That's down there in the description. And I wanted to briefly discuss my health, because I mentioned that in a previous in-depth episode. I did go to the doctor today, and basically they do not know what's wrong with me, so I've been signed up for some CAT scans and some psychological analysis and some blood work and lots of other things. I'm going to keep you in depth. I'm not trying to be a little in-depth. I'm going to keep you up to date, not trying to be a little emo girl about it, but a lot of you were asking me questions, and I thought I'd let you know. If you'd like to check out the previous episode of In-Depth, which was all of the 4 hours of testing on the foregrip, you can check the box on the left over there. That'll open in a new window. The next episode on the M27, you can click that box on the right when it's live. That might be a few days off because I've got medical tests coming up. And as always, if you enjoyed the content, don't forget to like, favorite, and subscribe. Drifter out.